Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church, and I'm happy to be here with you today. Here we are, a week after Christmas. I hope you had a really good Christmas. I hope that it was an exciting time and a time full of joy and wonder and all the many blessings you could think of. I know there's some people who don't find that on Christmas, but I hope you did. And I hope that you're looking forward to what God's going to do in your life. And so I'd like to talk to you this morning about a passage from Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 29 and verse 13, and it reads this way. From there you will seek the Lord your God, and you will find him, if you search after him with all your heart and all your soul. Well, Christmas is over, as I've mentioned, and now we get on with the next thing, whatever that is. Maybe you're a big New Year's celebrator, and maybe you're a big football fan watching those things, or I don't know. Maybe it's just another day for you. But it isn't just another day to God. Every day is precious in his sight, and you're precious as well. You're special to God. You may not quite feel that way, but you still are. And this passage today tells us to seek him. And we'll find him, it says, if we seek him with all our heart and all of our soul. Well, two things here. First off, I guess three. First off, you can find God. And I don't know in your life how much God is present or you think he's present. I don't know how much of your time and energy is spent realizing that God is standing right there every moment of every day, whatever comes along. I don't know how your relationship with God describes you. For some people, doesn't say much about them because he's kept it at an arm's distance somehow. Somehow or another, he's not that important in their lives. But I'd like to suggest to you that he wants to be. And so the first thing here is that we can find God. We really can. The second part of that is that we have to search for him. God does not overpower us. He doesn't overpower your ability to think, your ability to reason. He doesn't just pound you on the head and say, hey, do this, do that, and throw out a bunch of regimen of rules and regulations and make you toe the line. I know some churches do that. Some of those that are designed to make you afraid or to make you obedient do that, but God doesn't. Now, he does want you to do certain things, but he wants you to search for him. How do you search for God? Well, I hate to be simplistic about this, but it's really easy. You just look. Every place you find yourself, ask the question, where is God in the midst of this? If you're in the grocery store, where's God? You know, it could be that person beside you who can't find something in an aisle is the very person that God wants you to guide that day. The very person whose life he wants you to change. I've had many conversations with people in the grocery store, sometimes about groceries, sometimes about other things. And when I'm talking with someone about life issues, I don't speak quietly because I never know who's going to go beside me that needs to hear. So when we seek God, we need to ask ourselves, wonder where God is in the midst of this. And then finally it says, we seek with all our heart and soul. That means to get after it. You know, since it's winding up football season, and I guess in the midst of basketball season. Coaches will tell you the teams that win may not be the teams with the most talent. They may not be the teams that have the best players, but they are the teams where the players just won't quit. They keep after whatever the ball carrier, the the shooter, the dribbler. You know, you have to look for God with the same intensity that the point guard coming down the floor looks to see who's open. That the quarterback, even in scrambling as people are trying to kill him, looks for someone who's open to throw the ball to. We have to seek God with all that we have and do it even when it doesn't feel like we're getting anywhere. I was watching a game not too long ago, and the quarterback, the pocket collapsed, and he ran one way, then he ran the other way, and then he ran again, and it looked like it was over. It looked like there was no place for anything good to happen. And right at that last instant, somebody came open and he threw a pass to him and he scored a touchdown. Seek God with the same intensity that football players do on the field, or basketball players, or garbage men with their task. You know, we look down on garbage men, generally speaking. I know, maybe you never do, but lots do. We tend to think of it as a deadbeat job. I must admit, it's a smelly job. It's also hard work. You never know what people throw into those bags that want you to pick them up. But it's an important job because without it, the rest of us would be in trouble. Seek God with the enthusiasm and the excitement that everyone has when they're arriving at the prize. And if you don't get it today, don't give up. Seek again tomorrow. The passage here says that if you do that, then you will find God. And I hope in the days ahead and in this coming year, he becomes as real to you as he is to me and as he is to multitudes who walk with him on a daily basis. Well, thanks for listening. If we can help you in some way, give us a call. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. Thanks for listening. God bless you. I'll be back tomorrow.